and charmed ones, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got for you that promised look into the sugar paper for Target planners and calendars that I purchased last week when they went on sale. If you saw that video, you already know that I did end up getting like my choice of planners because I got there super early and I was basically like the first one into the boxes, literally. So yeah, I got to see all the planners up close and personal, and I just picked out some of the ones that I thought would make the best gifts, the ones that I just thought were like, I don't know, the nicest, the ones I thought were the most functional, things like that. So I didn't purchase every single solitary planner, so I don't have every one to show you, but I think I probably have some of the more popular planners. So hopefully if you've been thinking about a sugar paper for Target planner, this will be able to help you kind of see inside and decide which one you want. Okay, so the first few planners that I want to show you are the ones that I think are like the most straightforward. And so one of those that I got was this vertical calendar for the wall. And it is the white one with the pink kind of cute cursive lettering and the polka dots. This year's is a little bit different than last year's. I don't know, you're not actually going to be able to see it, but that right there is my calendar for 2014. And the polka dots are actually larger in that calendar and they're a little smaller this time around. So I guess they're trying to, like, I don't know, play around with this, I don't know, the pattern and things like that. So I'm not going to bother opening this up. This is pretty straightforward for you guys. It's just a wall calendar. You know, you can see it's pretty large, you know, standard thing. And this is very similar to the planner that was out last year. So there really is no reason to open this up and dig into it. Same thing goes with this next little calendar. This is the craft paper wall calendar. This is more of a small size and it is a horizontal layout. I really like this one because the craft paper with the kind of like the chalkboard writing, I think it's really pretty. And again, this is what it looks like. There really is no reason for us to go into this too deeply because, you know, these are all pretty standard. It starts on Sunday and goes through Saturday, and then on the outside there is a notes section. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so the next calendar I have is like a planner. It's called a planner. It's basically the 2015 monthly calendar pages. It has all of the months plus contacts and notes pages, and it is basically a, like, I don't know, what do you guys call that? An A4. It's like 8.5 by 11. So it's, you know, pretty much standard paper size, incredibly thin, and basically inside it's this navy blue and white, just like the outside, and then the months actually are written kind of in a gold, which is pretty cute. And it's laid out like this. Starts with Sunday, goes through Saturday, has a note section all the way on the edge, which I like calendars that have note sections on them because when I use a calendar like that, I like to put in like my favorite things, especially since I'm a YouTuber and blogger and I have to keep track of those things for you guys. So I really like when they have notes pages like that on a calendar. Let's go into the back. Yeah, like they said, there's a few contacts pages and they're just broken out as such. It says name, address, and numbers, which, you know, for something like this, I wouldn't actually use this to like write all of my family's, like, or everyone I knew, like their name and address and phone number. I feel like with a planner like this, that's kind of just for 1 year at a time, it becomes a little redundant because I guess you'd have to like rewrite them every year if you bought a new calendar. But I would use something like this, like if you were on the phone with someone you need to write down like a contact, something that was only like a short-term sort of thing, I would use for that. I'd also probably use this contact list for like websites and things like that that I was kind of trying to, you know, keep track of. So like the name of the website, the web address, things like that. And then, like they said, it just has just like 2 pages of notes here. So this is a very minimalistic calendar. I think this might be good for like moms who have to maybe take care of like their children's school schedules and things like that. Anyone that needs a calendar just literally to mark off certain things on certain days and maybe just keep track of just very simple things. This is kind of a very low tech planner. I know these are all paper planners, so there's no tech involved, but it's really low maintenance. This is a very, very straightforward type of a planner. And I really like the pattern though. So right now, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to give it to as a gift at Christmas time because I can think of a few people who might just need a calendar that's simple and kind of bound together like this. Okay, so now we're getting into the real planners. So the first one I have to show you guys is the little pocket size. I'm calling this pocket size because it's like pretty much like the size of your hand, like a little bit smaller. This is the Pocket Gold Python. They had this planner, I think in 2 other colors. I think there was pink and I think that there was maybe blue. I could be wrong about the colors. And this was only like $2 or $3. And I forgot to mention that about the prices. You guys, I threw out the receipt. I'm such an idiot. But I threw out the receipt when I threw out the bags by accident. So I'm not exactly sure how much everything was. I know that all of these planners were under $10. And so I think the wall calendar was maybe $8 or $9. The smaller one was $6. And then I think that that thin calendar, this one, I think this one was like $2 or $3 as well. So pretty inexpensive, but they do go up in price as you get larger planners and get like kind of more involved planners. So this little guy I think was only like $3 or $4. I think it was like $2.99 or $3.99, which I thought was a good deal. And this is a monthly with a weekly, and it has contacts and notes pages. So when you open it up, you can see it's got the navy blue theme inside with like a serif font that I really like. It's kind of like a nice sort of like, almost like a block font. I don't know how you describe that. And then inside it's got the polka dots as the accent. And then the calendar is laid out like this. No notes on this one. And also to note, because this is a smaller kind of planner, the weekends are mushed together as one. This actually reminds me of the layout on the Kate Spade, like their Kate Spade Filofax, like the ring planners. Their personal pages were like this, which, you know, I kind of don't like that when they do that, but it's not like the worst thing in the world for a monthly view at least. But for what I'm going to use it for, it's all going to be fine. And then when you go into the weekly pages, they're just laid out like this. So they've got a Monday start, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekends share a little part down here. So let's go to the back and let's just look at the contacts as well. Yeah, so the contact pages are, you know, pretty similar to the ones we just saw. There's only 2 columns just for name and address / number. Again, this is great for like just keeping track of websites and things like that, or if you have to write down someone's phone number that you need to keep with you, or just something like that that's temporary, because I feel like for most of us, important phone numbers and maybe even addresses are in our phones. So, you know, you don't really need those contact pages for that, but you could always repurpose them. And then there are quite a few, you know, a good amount, handful of notes pages in the back. Finally, this planner also comes with kind of like a little ribbon to act as the page marker, which I really like. I think it's really cute. It's just kind of like navy blue and white stripe. So like I already mentioned, I do have a plan for this little guy. This is actually going to be my food journal for 2015 because I'm really trying really hard to stick to writing down my food and water and maybe even my exercise, although my exercise does already go into my Filofax. But yeah, this is just going to be like a health food tracker for me for 2015. Okay, so the next planner is what I'm calling like the personal size. It's kind of like a large moleskin, actually, is probably a good way to compare it. This is the Gold Python weekly, monthly, nearly the same exact thing that I just showed you, but I think it's slightly different inside, and obviously it's a larger planner. Yeah, so this one is a little bit different. Here is the monthly layout, and you'll notice that this one starts with Sunday, and it has a notes page, a notes column all the way in the end, which is good. And the weekends are not mushed together. And then when we go into the actual weekly pages, they're laid out pretty similarly. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are shared again. You know what's really funny that I've always noticed about these planners, and I just feel like even in my own planners that I always like put together my Filofaxes, and you know, when I make my own inserts for my planners, why is it that calendars will start on a Sunday, like this one starts on Sunday for here, but then when it comes to the week, it starts on a Monday? Like, why do they do that? I feel like it's inconsistent, and I feel like it like gets me a little bit confused and like frustrated. Does anyone else feel that way? I happen to personally, when I think of like the start of the week, I do personally think that Sunday is the first day of the week. But like in all practicality, like Monday is, because everyone likes to keep the weekends together, because most people, or a lot of people, don't work on the weekends. If you have like a normal Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 sort of job. And then when we go in the back, again, we've got the same contacts page that were in the smaller version, just a little bit blown up, and a whole bunch of pages of these notes, right? So that is this one. Oh, one more thing, of course, the exact same page marker. So this is very cute. I'm actually going to be gifting this one to a friend as well that was in love with this one, and I think it's perfect for her. So yes, this is very cute, and I think it was about $8 or $9, I think. I think maybe 7. This one was maybe 7 to 9. I forget how much they, like I said, I forget, but I think it was maybe 7 to 9. But very cute, very worth it for me. Okay, so the next 3 planners I'm going to show you are all laid out the same, but they have like different patterns slash like color themes going on and fonts and such. And it's these 3. So we've got the craft paper with gold polka dots. We've got the pink and white stripe that says 2015. And this one has one of the kind of hard plastic front covers. And then another one with a hard plastic front cover is this white and gold polka dot one. So starting with this one, these are all tabbed monthly and weekly with contacts and notes. So when you open this one up, this is the polka dot again. When you open this one up, it has a pink and white stripes, and the interior is hot pink. And the font in here is again that same serif-y, sort of like very clean, modern sort of capital font. With polka dots. And it is Sunday through Saturday layout with notes, again, in the months. And these months are all tabbed out, which is really awesome. Then the weeks, again, Monday through Sunday with the weekends being shared. And again, hot pink polka dots. And so that's how this one is for the whole of this planner until you get to the end. Okay, and at the end there is one notes page, one single notes page, a holidays page, from 2015 to 2018. And I'm wondering, did I skip the contacts? Yeah, sorry. I guess the contacts were in the front. Yes, I'm sorry. The contacts were in the front. I just skipped right over that. So these are the contacts pages in the front. So that's this one. Like I said, these are all laid out the exact same. Here's the pink and white stripe with the 2015 on it. Again, this one has pink polka dots in the front, not pink stripes like the other one did. And then this one is again hot pink inside, same font. And then the months again are done Sunday through Saturday with notes. And then in these monthly pages, we've got these kind of candy stripes with the pink going on. And then that's carried over into the actual weekly pages, which again are exactly the same. And then when you go down to the back, oh, one other thing. The font in here is actually gold for the actual title of the months and stuff. And then again, just one notes page, one measly notes page, and the holiday calendar before you get to the back. And then the last one of these is the craft paper, the hard cardstock. This doesn't have plastic covering the front and back, the hard plastic. And this one, obviously, it's got some gold details inside. Nice and clean. Here's the quick reference information, just like nice and cleanly laid out. And then the contacts. And then here is the calendar monthly. Same thing, Sunday through Saturday with notes, polka dots up top. And then same thing going into the weekly pages. Okay, and again, this one as well, also tabbed out for each month. And then when you get into the back, we actually have a couple more notes pages, just like 2 or 3 more pages of notes. And there is no holidays list in this one. So these are like all kind of personal size, pretty, you know, reasonable, a good size, I think, for everyday use. It's not like, you know, full page of paper size. But it is like a good kind of put it in your handbag, put it in your purse or your your school bag, whatever, leave it on your desk, whatever you want. It's a nice, decent size to write in. Okay, so the next planner I have to show you guys is one of the more interesting designs that I have to say, I don't remember Sugar Paper having a version like this last year. They may have, and I just maybe was not aware of it, but when I saw this, I was really intrigued by it. So this is another one of these personal size, but this one's slightly larger than these three, as you can see. It's like a teeny bit more larger. Teeny bit larger. I would say that when it comes to paper size, this might be like a true A5, like half of a full sheet of paper, whereas this is more just like a moleskin large. So they're very close in size, but this one's just a teeny bit larger and a teeny bit thicker. And the reason for that is that this one is a planner, a weekly monthly planner with an entire dedicated note section. So let's go ahead and look at this one. Again, plastic in the front and the back covering it. Navy and white stripes with gold. I really like this one. It reminds me of like the Day Designer. Very cute and classy. A little nautical, if that's what you're into. The yearly overview. And I have to say about this one of the things I like about this one is the font is a little bit different. It's like this pretty sort of, almost like a cursive or handwriting. A little bit more girly, I think. Quick reference information on this side. Again, contacts. Working out with that scripty, handwriting-y sort of font, again, in navy blue. So very similar to things we've already been seeing. And then the tabbed monthly pages are like this. Same thing we've been seeing Sunday through Saturday with notes. And then we've got a candy stripe with navy and white. And then the weekly pages, same thing, except their weekly pages are polka dot. So they're spicing some things up in this one. But it's, again, Monday through Sunday with the weekends are together here. So that's how that is through the entire planner until you get to the end where you have another tab that actually says notes. And then this starts an entire notes section that has the navy and white stripe on one side and then it says notes on the other. And this is like a nice good chunk of notes. Like this is, I would say it's like, I would say this is like a nice thin notebook amount of notes. Something similar to this would be like a Moleskine, the Cahiers or the Cahiers notebooks, something like that, or the Volant notebooks. Probably like the same amount of pages as in that. So like not a bad size of notes. So if you're someone who carries a planner and like a notebook, you may want to get this one because it's kind of 2-in-1. I think it's really interesting, and it is, like I said, it's a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger, but not so much bigger and not so much thicker. I mean, I would rather, if I was going to be carrying around a calendar with notebook, I'd rather have this. And I want to say that this one was like $9 or $10 because it was a little bit bigger and thicker, and it's kind of like a combo thing going on here. But really awesome. I really like this. And I want to say that I didn't see another version of this. I think this may have been the only one. Like the color combos. I could be wrong. I wasn't paying the most attention to everything, but when I picked this one up, I think it may have been one of the only styles of this calendar planner with notes. So really awesome. I really like this one. And yeah, I just think this is a really cool notebook. Okay, so now we're coming down to the last two books that I bought. And these are called the Planner Notes again, but this one is a little bit different than the last one we just saw. Comparatively size-wise, again, it is a little bit larger than the smaller sort of personal-sized little planners. But this one these two I actually think are really awesome, and they're, again, nearly identical. They just have two different styles. So let me just go ahead and show you the styles first, and then I'll talk about what I think is so awesome about these. They say notes on the front, which is pretty cool. I don't want to rip this off, but there you go. You can see this one says notes, and it's got like a gold foil with gold polka dots. And so it goes from the yearly overview to quick reference information, the holidays, and then it goes into some contacts. And then the layouts are in this, again, the scripty font, pink polka dots, Sunday through Saturday with a notes column. It's just really nice and clean. I really like it. And that's how all of this goes through. So this basically is all months here. So this is February, March. These are not tabbed out. So these are all the months. until you get to December. Then there's like a loan notes page. And then there is a divider here that reminds me of the divider pocket that's in the Kate Spade spiral bound planners. So it's like a double-sided sort of file folder, and it has pockets in it. And then it also is kind of like a pocket lengthwise too, although it opens up entirely, like you can see through, but you can also like always clip things like that are a little bit larger down in there, things that you're trying to like, you know, kind of conceal so people don't see it if they're flipping through your notebook. And then the rest of this planner is a notebook. You can see it says notes in that scrolly font with polka dots. That's what the rest of this planner looks like. So this one I actually think is really awesome for bullet journal people, because for this one you're actually getting those monthly calendars, but then you're getting mostly note pages. So if you're a bullet journaler and you are liking the sugar paper stuff, but you're thinking, oh, I don't have a use for it, well, these notebooks are pretty cool. They actually do give you a significant amount of room to do your bullet journaling. And then you've got your calendar pages in the front. So you could just go through, if you were like a bullet journal person, I would just kind of like, you know, mark off maybe the last page or two of the notes to be my index and put my, you know, my little symbol list, like maybe in the front or whatnot. Go through and paginate all the pages, you know, mark that page 1 is the yearly overview, 2 is quick reference, 3 is holidays, 4 through whatever is contacts, and then whatever month start, you know, whatever pages are this January spread, you know, mark all those down and then use the rest of your notebook just for your tasks and your lists. And then that way you could actually go ahead and schedule on these planner pages. And then, you know, you kind of have like a quick reference for you so that you can kind of like stick to, you know, just having those lists of your to-dos and your, you know, your thought out lists, you know, your grouped lists. So you wouldn't have to necessarily do one of those pages or spreads that's like one side, you know, is the month with the dates 1 through 30 or 31 or 28 or whatnot. And then on the other side is that whole monthly calendar thing. For like your goals and, you know, monthly to-dos. You could totally just skip that and use these pages for that, and then use your notes for the rest of it. I think this is a really great idea. And I talked to one of my friends about this as well, who kind of does bullet journaling, and she would like one of these. So I'm actually giving her one of these. I have to actually talk to her about which one she wants. And I may actually keep the other one for me or give it as another gift for the holidays. But aren't these super cool? I think that these are like the perfect, I think these are the perfect planners for someone who is a bullet journaler. So yeah, so let me go ahead and show you as well. I was supposed to show you what they both look like before I went on that tangent, but sorry about that. This one says notes again. It's navy blue with the gold foil polka dots. This one, notes, is in the nice serif font. Polka dots blue in the front. Same thing here, yearly overview, quick reference information, holidays, contacts. Couple of pages, or is there, how many pages of contacts is there? 3 pages, and then it gets into the monthly spreads, also in this pretty font, blue and white polka dots. Same thing we've been looking at the whole time with these, till December, and then the loan notes page here up on the back of December, and then it comes to a divider. Again, nice pockets here, 2 pockets, and then the long pocket through the center, and then just a significant amount of note pages. And I will say that this is probably the equivalent of like at least 2 Moleskine Volant notebooks. If you're familiar with the, you know, how thin those notebooks are, I would say it's like that. This is like a real notebook size. This is like a real chunk of notebooks here. So, oh, another thing to point out, these ones, the notes are in that block lettering, the serif font. So, very cute. Like I said, bullet journalers, you're going to want these. And I think these were the 2 versions that they had. I bought both of them because I thought this was so cool. Okay, one more thing about these I forgot to mention. I believe these were like $8, these ones, the notebooks with the calendar in the front. So, like I said, don't quote me exactly on the prices because I'm not 100% sure, but I know everything I got was under $10, and I feel like the bigger the items were or more complex, that's how the pricing went. Like it went a little bit, it was more expensive. Okay, you guys, now we come to the fun part of this video. One of the reasons I purchased so many planners, like I said, I wanted just a few for myself, and then I had a few gifts that I wanted to give. And then I also wanted to make sure that I had a few extra planners to do as a giveaway for you guys, because I know so many people are so obsessed with these planners and totally want them, but not everybody can get them. So because this is like a limited, very limited run, and I know people are going to get anxious about getting them, I do want to give away 3 of the planners that I purchased that I haven't earmarked for other people. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of the monthly, weekly calendars. The pink polka dot one. I'm sorry, the gold polka dot one that has, it's pink on the inside. And then the craft paper polka dot one. So we saw these, you can go back, rewind and see what these 2 were specifically. And then I'm also going to give away this notes planner, the one that was like super thick. So that it had like a weekly, monthly, and then it had an entire like note section, for notes and things like that. So these 3 are going to be in the giveaway. So all you have to do to enter, these are going to be the rules, and I have to be like really specific or else YouTube will get angry. You must be 18 years or older or have your parents' permission to enter the giveaway, because I'm going to need your address for this, of course, to mail it out to you. I am going to open this to everyone, not just US residents. So I hope you guys are excited about that. However, I just want to say a word for certain people that may want to enter or thinking about entering, because this is international. Remember, all of the holidays in here and things like that that are pre-printed are going to be like American holidays, and it is written in English. So, if that's something that's a problem for you, you may not want this planner. So yeah, I would like these to go to people who are actually going to love them and use them and be really happy with them and get the most out of them. So just a word on that. But internationally, anyone who is happy with an American holiday, fully English calendar, this is totally up for grabs for you. So this is what you're going to have to do. I'm going to let you guys enter a couple of different ways, as I like to do. Number 1, you can go ahead and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you're excited about with this planner. You can leave me any planner related comment down below. You can just say enter me to win, whatnot. Leave me a comment down below. That will enter you to win. You're going to have to be subscribed to my channel in order to win. That way. Then I'm also going to let people enter through Instagram. So I will have an Instagram photo up for this giveaway on the day that this video goes live. And you guys can comment on that, and also have to make sure you're following me on Instagram. And then the third way that I'm going to let you guys enter is if you guys send me a tweet and like retweeting this video and copy me in it. So you guys can like send out a tweet like, just watch this great planner video, enter me to win Miss Trenchcoat. Send that out and be subscribed to me on Twitter, and that's a third way. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably pick 1 person from each. So 1 Twitter person, 1 Instagram person, 1 YouTube person. So those are the 3 ways to win these 3 planners. And how I'm going to do it is first come, first serve. I'm just going to, when I pull the winners, I'll probably just randomly assign a number to you, like 1, 2, 3. And in that order, I will contact you guys, and I'll give you guys in that order the first pick. So, I'll contact the first person, say, which planner did you want? And then that one goes out, and then, what planner do you want to the next person? And the last person just gets whatever. So that's how I'm going to pick, so that it's, pretty much fair for everybody, since I'm giving away multiple products and they're not all identical style-wise. So yeah, that is my giveaway. So I hope you guys are really excited about these sugar paper planners, and I wish you guys all luck in entering. Of course, if you like this video, please make sure to leave it a like and leave me any comments down below. Even if you don't want to enter, you can still leave me a comment or whatnot and just say, I don't need a planner, but I just wanted to tell you this, whatever, if you don't want to be included in the giveaway. Of course, give this video a thumbs up if you like this sort of video where it's kind of like, I don't know, like a sneak peek, first look, instant review sort of a thing. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to my channel for more awesome videos by me. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, happy planning, you guys. Friends, I am back home, and I have put all my purchases out on the table and on the couch in some piles. So I'm ready to give you guys an overview.